Good evening. I'm Dr. Yap Min Lee from the Bible Church Singapore. I'm a gynecologist. I feel very privileged today to be here this evening to share with you what Alpha Course has meant to me in my life. I attended the Alpha Course in the year 2010 in July when I was a very new Christian, just 3 months after I accepted Jesus Christ as my personal Savior. The Alpha Course were wonderful gathering, wonderful memories of gathering, worshipping the Lord, learning and sharing. And I got to know many friends and built many relationships with friends in my church. As I grew stronger in my faith, I realized that I was only a consumer in my church. I was not doing anything to serve. And as a middle-aged new believer with minimal Bible knowledge, I felt very, very inadequate. And when my church was recruiting helpers for the next round of Alpha, fond memories of the Alpha Course prompted me to sign up. And I was blessed with the opportunity to help out in the next Alpha Sunday 2 years ago as an assistant discussion group leader. I observed many interesting differences between this course as compared with other projects in the marketplace. Firstly, a lot of prayers are involved in this aspect. Leaders, church members will pray for God's direction, right from the organization, recruitment of helpers, invitation of guests response to the gospel, as well as their salvation. Secondly, getting people to do things was very easy because many people serve with zest and enthusiasm. I did a lot of homework myself to equip myself to be able to serve in Alpha. I attended the Alpha Workers Training course. I read Nikki Gumbel's books and I revised my notes. But my performance at the first Alpha course was very, very miserable. I was very shy. I kept hiding behind my leaders and I lacked confidence to lead a discussion group. I was unable to steer the discussion when it sort of derailed to irrelevant topics. I felt a lot of burdens too. I was very disappointed when some guests decided not to turn up after a few weeks, and I hated to listen to excuses why they could not continue, why they did not want to accept Jesus Christ as their personal Savior, and was very upset when equipment did not work well, when the clerical support was less than ideal, and when fellow workers were not so enthusiastic. I got very irritated when others kept asking for, how many guests were saved by this course, because God's work cannot be measured by mere numbers. Serving in Alpha also posed a threat to my internal emotional balance. I could not apply the same doctor-patient relationship to my worker-guest relationship. In other words, I did not know how to love my guests and allow myself to be burdened by their rejection of God. And I discovered that I was only good at doing small, inconspicuous jobs, like I really take great joy in setting up the refreshments, throwing out the trash after each session. I was privileged to have the opportunity to help out in another 2 more rounds of Alpha Course, and this time round in the Mandarin discussion groups. And I realized that God has made me bilingual for His use, for His purpose. I've learned to submit all my worries to God, to take His yoke upon me, for His burden is light. I sometimes forgot that this is God's Alpha Course and it's not mine. And I thank God who allows me to serve in small little ways, that people may not accept Him as their personal Savior immediately, but all these little foundations will add up and one day they will believe. And I observe with awe how God works in different people's lives. When I witnessed 2 elderly gentlemen about age 78 accepted Jesus Christ as their personal Savior, after 60 years of searching for God, tears kept flowing down from my eyes. I realized that God is so great. He does not need me to serve in Alpha. In fact, through Alpha, He's teaching me about His sovereignty and how blessed am I to be able to deepen my walk with Jesus for the past 2.5 years through this course. Have a blessed evening. Thank you.